So is artificial intelligence the end of education as we know it, or is it the beginning of its greatest ever transformation? That is the massive question we're going to break down today, looking at the incredible vision of Sal Khan. And hey, for more explainers that cut through the noise on huge topics just like this one, make sure you're following our channel.
You know, for the past year or so, it feels like every single headline about AI in school has been about one thing: cheating. Right? The big fear is that students are just going to use tools like ChatGPT to do all their homework, write their essays, and, basically stop learning. It's this whole narrative of doom and gloom for the future of education.
But then you get this completely opposite take from Sal Khan, the founder of Khan Academy. He's out here arguing that if we do this right, AI won't destroy education. It'll actually trigger the biggest positive transformation it has ever seen. So, how on earth could that be true?
Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with a really fundamental problem in education. Then we'll see how Khan's AI, a tool called Khanmigo, might just be the solution. We'll also look at how it could supercharge teachers, and then finally, we'll zoom out to the really big picture, using AI to enhance our own human intelligence. All right, to really get a grip on the potential of AI here, we've got to start with a challenge that has honestly stumped educators for decades. It's called the two sigma problem, and it gets right to the heart of why one-on-one tutoring is so incredibly powerful.
So, way back in 1984, an educational researcher named Benjamin Bloom ran this landmark study, and what he found was wild. He discovered that students who get personal, one-on-one tutoring perform two standard deviations, that's the two sigma, better than their peers in a totally standard classroom.
And look, a two standard deviation jump? That isn't just getting a slightly better grade. It means taking a student who's perfectly average, right at the 50th percentile, and turning them into an exceptional student, someone who's now performing at the 98th percentile. It's a total game changer.
Just look at this chart. It shows you everything. That first bar, that's your typical student's performance. The second, way higher bar, that's the exact same student after they've gotten personalized tutoring. So this isn't just about helping struggling students catch up. It's about unlocking the potential that's inside every single student.
So here's the kicker. We've always known this was the gold standard in education. But Bloom called it the two sigma problem, for a very good reason. How in the world do you scale it? I mean, giving every single student their own dedicated human tutor? It's always been economically impossible. Well, until maybe now.
And that is where Khan Academy's solution comes into the picture. It's an AI tool called Khanmigo, and it's designed to be a personal tutor for every student on the planet. But what does that actually look like in practice? So imagine a student gets stuck on a math problem. Their first instinct? Just ask for the answer? But Khanmigo won't give it to them. Nope. Instead, it acts like a really great tutor and asks a guiding question to get them thinking. Then, if the student makes a mistake, the AI doesn't just say wrong. It pinpoints the exact misunderstanding and uses questions to help the student figure out the right concept all by themselves. And this is so much bigger than just math. Khanmigo can be a computer programming assistant that helps you find bugs in your code. It can be a career and life coach that helps you explore what you're passionate about. It can even be a debate partner to help you sharpen your arguments. Or it could become a character from a book you're reading. Okay, get this, because this is one of the coolest examples. A high school student was reading The Great Gatsby and was kind of confused about the whole green light symbol. So she just asked Khanmigo to become Jay Gatsby and explain it himself. I mean, can you imagine being able to talk to historical figures or characters from your favorite novels? It just brings learning to life in a way that felt like pure science fiction a year ago.
And the impact isn't just about grades, It's psychological. This quote from a high school student says it all. Having this non-judgmental AI to practice with, to fine-tune your arguments, it builds real confidence. It's a safe space to fail, to rethink, and to get ready for those real-deal classroom discussions.
Okay, so we've seen the student side of the coin, but the vision here is just as big for educators. This isn't about replacing teachers at all. It's about giving them superpowers in the form of an AI assistant.
This is where things get really clever. Khanmigo has this dual functionality. In student mode, it's the Socratic tutor we've been talking about. But a teacher can just flip a switch over to teacher mode, and suddenly it becomes this amazing assistant that not only gives the answer, but explains different ways to teach the concept and even helps build entire lesson plans from scratch.
Think about what this means for a teacher's day-to-day. It's massive. Teachers often spend about half their time on all the admin stuff, planning lessons, writing progress reports, grading. If you can automate a huge chunk of that, you're freeing up countless hours for the stuff that truly matters: direct, human connection with their students.
And what about that dreaded blank page when you have to write something? Well, instead of the AI writing for the student, it can write with them. In this activity, they can choose a genre, the student writes 2 sentences, then the AI writes the next 2. They go back and forth and build a whole story together. It turns writing into this fun, collaborative game, which is a breakthrough for any kid who finds writing intimidating.
All right, let's zoom out for a second and look at the really big idea here. Because this whole debate, it's not just about a new tool for school. According to Khan, it's about the fundamental purpose of artificial intelligence itself.
So, Khan basically says we're at a fork in the road. The pessimistic view is that we act out of fear. We try to pause development. But all that does is let the bad actors, the people who don't care about rules, accelerate even faster. The other path, the optimistic view, is that we have to be active participants and really push for positive, well-regulated ways to use this technology.
And this really drives home the urgency, right? This isn't something that's just going to happen on its own. The argument is we have to be proactive and, in Khan's words, fight like hell to make sure we're building a future where AI actually serves humanity. And this all builds to what might be the most powerful and hopeful idea of all. What if the ultimate purpose of artificial intelligence isn't to replace us, but to enhance human intelligence, to help us unlock our own potential, our own purpose, on a scale that we've never, ever been able to before? So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. After centuries of trying and failing to give every person a personalized education, could this new form of intelligence finally be the key to unlocking our own? So what about you? What do you think is the most promising or maybe the most exciting use for AI in our lives? Jump into the comments and let us know your thoughts. And hey, if you found this explainer valuable, do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives. Thanks for watching.